Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Cafe by the Way, or Cafe BTW, a morning coffee gaming podcast. I usually drink iced coffee. I order like 2 up front. So I appreciate if you're on the West Coast coming in early to join us. Now, at the top, I had a few things to say before we get into today's show, which I'm going to talk about 2 things. We're going to talk a little bit about Street Fighter, but we'll get into that. And of course, the main topic today is video game shops, a little bit of the nostalgia of them. And we're just going to dig into that side of the gaming industry, about the history and kind of what we remember of the early video game shops, and kind of talk a little bit about how they've changed today. And we did do a topic a while ago about physical video games versus digital. So I feel like this would be a really good topic, and I feel like no one really dives into this. So I have some really cool things. Hey, what's up, Retro Game Brews? So happy to see you. And again, last night, which I'll talk about, had some fun playing a Street Fighter tournament. But at the top, I did want to say that this episode, I do have a donation link. I do, with everything that's going on, I have chosen to support Know Your Rights Camp, which is a mission to advance the liberation and well-being of Black and brown communities through education, self-empowerment, mass mobilization, and a creation of a new systems that elevate the next generation of change and leaders. So I did want to say that I am through this time. Oh God, hold on. Did I just echo? Are you guys hearing me echo? Yeah, hold on a second, guys. I know what I did. Right in the middle. I had my thing up. Sorry. So anyway, at the bottom here, if you click here, Know Your Rights Camp, this will send you over to a donation link available. I want to support a nonprofit. I work in nonprofit. So I do want to support something today. So if you have a little bit, any bit helps. And at the bottom of my panels, you'll see that Know Your Right Camp is there. So does everyone hear me? Is the echo still going? Hopefully not. Yes, and I just want to make it clear that I am in no position to talk in that light, but I'm listening. And also, I just want to say that I hope everyone is being safe with everything's going on. So I do have a donation link, and I do want to support Know Your Rights Camp, which is Colin Kaepernick's nonprofit. But getting into things, yesterday, our good friend, who I believe is in chat right now, Retro Game Brews, does an awesome series of tournaments with a lot of the Twitter gaming community. And yesterday, thanks for the host, Retro Game Rooms. And yesterday, we kicked off a Street Fighter 2 tournament. And actually, this video here is from the tournament yesterday. And this is me as Zangief. And what's really cool about this is that, back in the day, in the early 90s, I used to play Street Fighter 2 in the arcade. And I was very much a Zangief main. I did use Chun-Li, as pretty much my second character, which I did yesterday because he wouldn't let you use the same character twice if you won in a row. But as you see here, I was starting to get in the flow of it, feeling it, but there's still a lot I need to kind of remember. But Zangief's a really, really tough Street Fighter character because he's a big guy, but very strong, powerful moves. But you got to just know his throws. You got to try to you got to get close. So if you notice, when I'm using Zangief, at all times, I'm trying to get as close as possible to the player, because then I'm able to do, slams. And anyway, as you see here, I beat Guile in the first round. But I was lucky enough to move on. Clayman71, who was a really, really, really tough opponent, is moving on with me, and I believe I do have the bracket up, so let me pull that up for you. And Retro Game Brews was nice enough to put it together really fast. So I do want to say he is in chat. Check out Retro Game Brews today, because you'll see this side of the tournament. It looks like Mega Retro Man, Love Retro BTW, which is me, Clayman, Queebs, and then on the other side it's Duck, who's a good friend of the show, Donnie, Chinese Hulk, who I've stopped by, and Davey, who's a good friend of the show. I will do the pile driver today. I can do it, and I will do it. I promise you. I tried so hard to land it yesterday, and I couldn't land it. But as you see this awesome tournament, I just wanted to give props to Retro Game Brews. And in light of this event, I wanted to show and share with you guys one of the biggest, most known esports moments, and it happened to be at a Street Fighter Evo tournament. And if you don't know what Evo is a esports fighting tournament that's been going on for many years. And I think many of you have seen this, but I'm going to show you guys, we're going to take 5 minutes and 17 seconds to watch a short documentary about one of the biggest moments in esports, which happened to be around Street Fighter. So shout out to the Score Esports YouTube for this awesome little documentary. Enjoy.
History of esports, certain highlights have managed to transcend games. Plays so incredible that no fan, regardless of game loyalty, can deny their brilliance. Think of Dota 2's The Play.
Everyone, the black hole as well. Light of heaven, turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Deadly. Are you kidding me?
These are all great moments here.
What? Jumping double for Cold!
And League of Legends, the X-Peke. However, before any others is one that stands alone. A play which is arguably the original iconic esports moment and is quite possibly the most influential of them all. Evo Moment 37.
Yes, I'll turn it up. How's that?
By 2004, Daigo Umehara and Justin Wong were titans of Street Fighter.
You know, everybody was trying to beat him.
A lot of fighting game people start fighting him because of him.
Just the greatest of all time.
In one corner, you had the beast Daigo, the Japanese champion. Known for his skill, discipline, and iron resolve, Daigo was feared and respected in the West since his Street Fighter Alpha 3 win over Alex Valle in 1998.
He wasn't caught off guard by anything, and he just had, risks at the right time and strategy that was too good to beat.
In the opposite corner, the American, Justin Wong, whose meteoric rise was propelled by his prodigious talent across multiple games.
He was so good at so many games, and regardless of what game he wanted to play, if he spent his time on it, he would have been amazing at it.
The two were fated to meet, and it finally happened in the losers final of Street Fighter Third Strike at EVO 2004. It was Daigo's Ken versus Justin's Chun-Li. A classic Street Fighter 3 matchup that both players knew inside and out. While the match was expected to be exciting,
Yeah, they're both really cool.
Justin and Daigo could have known it would change the course of fighting game history forever. The match started intensely. With both players earning themselves a round apiece, the first game came down to a deciding round 3. Justin took a commanding lead. With Daigo one strike away from defeat, Justin threw out Chun-Li's Hoyuku Sen Super, a 15-strike attack. He figured Daigo would drop an input, gambling that the beast wouldn't be perfect for just one split second. He was wrong.
Incredible. Incredible.
The Daigo parry is unbelievable because any of the hits, even if
on.
blocked, would have
We got to watch that again.
perfect for just one split second.
Watch it again.
He was wrong.
If I was there,
The Daigo parry is unbelievable because any of the hits, even if blocked, would have been enough to knock Daigo out and give Justin the first game. Daigo had to perfectly time his parries for all 15 strikes, which
1,
requires
2,
nearly
3,
perfect
4,
inputs.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
On top of
10,
doing
11,
just that,
12,
he ended the fight
13.
with his own
I must have
super,
miscounted, but
sealing
15.
One of the flashiest and most unbelievable comebacks of all time.
You know, everyone kept talking about how great he is and everything like that. But the Daigo parry was that one moment where it happened. And it happened in front of a bunch of people, and it was ridiculous. It's just like when someone...
That's why I'm showing you, Epic, so you can learn.
Game-winning shot. Like, you hear about how great they are, and then you see them do it, and you're at the live game, and you're just like, this is the greatest thing in the world.
In many ways, Evo Moment 37 is the most famous esports highlight there is. It inspired a generation of fighting game fans and would-be pros alike. Its importance in the landscape of the fighting game community simply cannot be overstated. 13 years later, the clip still receives tributes in various forms of media, drawing parallels between it and iconic sporting moments. While Justin and Daigo have amassed incredible careers and have faced off innumerable times since Evo 2004, their rivalry always comes back to Evo Moment 37. On the 10-year anniversary of the play, they even recreated the highlight.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. He's going for
That's so awesome. Look at that. Look at that.
While Daigo once again nailed the parry, this time Justin won the round.
That was awesome.
For its legacy, its significance, and for the play itself, the word iconic is the least you can say to describe Evo Moment 37. It is the spirit of the FGC perfectly captured in pixels, poetry in devastating motion, and history heard in the roar of a crowd that knew they were witnessing the impossible made into reality.
unprecedented level of Street Fighter ability shown here today.
You know that feeling, like when it gets you right here, you know, this moment in the history of video game esports sits at the very top, in my personal opinion, as someone that has watched a lot of esports. This moment was epic, and it really goes to show you in 2004. You know, in 2004, these kind of events, as you see, Evo was in a banquet hall in Vegas or something, or wherever they were. It really goes to show you how one match can influence a whole generation, because Evo has become every year the annual fighting tournament. It's very big. It's very popular. They do one in Japan, or they do one internationally. They do one in America every year. So if anyone has only heard of the parry, the greatest Daigo parry, you have now experienced it. And I want to shout out the Score Esports YouTube. Check them out. They do a lot of really cool retrospectives like this. And I hope everyone enjoyed. I saw a bunch of people say the famous Daigo parry, gee fucking Zeus. That's so intense. How I have never heard of this. Very few people have ever pulled it off. Learned something amazing today off my list. Well, hey guys, I hope that I could do that. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Mushi. Appreciate it. Welcome to the cafe, by the way. Well, guys, if you want to check out this Street Fighter 2 tournament that we are doing, check out, I believe, if you're still in here, I believe it's 5:30 PST on my side of the woods. Looking forward to this round. This is me right here. It's going to be a tough match. I heard Mega Retro Man's pretty tough. Clayman, I had a tough go with Clayman. I'm not looking forward to playing Clayman again. I'll tell you that. Oh, Lord, 2018, 16-year-old beats 7-tire champ with tons of teens. Young adults jump in the classic Tetris. But yeah, anyway, shout out to Retro Game Brews. Dude, so excited about this tournament. Looking forward to later today. But let's get into the meat of it all. And the meat of it all today is video game shops. And when I talk about video game shops, it's very broad. But really what I want to talk about is more my experience with video game stores as a child, growing up in the mid to late 80s into the 90s, and pretty much what I recall, what I remember from video games. Now, one thing for sure that I remember the most is Toys R Us. You know, because Toys R Us, to me, just the way they had things set up with these tags. If anyone is as old as I am, Toys R Us had a system for purchasing video games. And their system was as simple as a tag. And each tag represented a stock of the game. So if you pulled out all those tags, like you see here, there's like a red stripe here, that usually said game is out of stock. So when you were a kid, you would run to this wall and try to find the new release and make sure that those tickets are still there. Because, for instance, there was a time when I was a kid, one of my fondest memories is that Shadow of the Empire had come out for Nintendo 64, and it was so scarce trying to find it in stores. I went every week with my dad And every week the ticket was not there. The ticket was not there until one final week. I swear it took like 4 weeks. I saw the tickets filled to the brim of Shadow of the Empire. So I finally was able to purchase it. And you take that ticket, right? And you walk that ticket over to the register. You pay the register, or your parents paid. And then you take this glorious ticket with a receipt stapled to it to this, which I couldn't find anywhere online. It was a glass enclosed room with video games galore, like everything you can think of. And remember, like, if you look at it now, it would look like someone's like retro collection because it was old video games and all that stuff. And I just remember how beautiful that encasing was with all the stock that Toys R Us had back then. There was something nostalgic about it. There was something so moving about it as a kid. I don't know if anyone experienced this type of video game shopping, but it's something we'll never experience again because, you know, first of all, brick and mortar in general is phasing out. And now because of this time during the pandemic, obviously that has also caused a problem for not only GameStops, which are the mainstream, you know, video game stores in America, but retro video game stores across the world had to close down, and you know, it's tough. It's tough. But back in the day, I also would go to Electronic Boutique, which in a lot of ways is the early GameStop, the real professional side of things to me. Now, Electronic Boutique was really funny because when I think it was like the early 90s, all the employees wore like a nice button-down shirt and a tie for being, you know, video game salesmen. And I always thought that was really funny because back then, that's just how it was. I mean, you would go into electronic stores back in the late 80s and 90s and, hey, Mark, what's up, man? Thanks for showing up. What's up? Thanks for coming by the cafe, by the way. So Electronic Boutique was funny in the sense that you would go to a video game store and all the employees were looking very professional, wearing not suits, but ties and shirts. And you'd be asking them, hey, do you have the new Space Quest available? This is a pretty shitty image, but you could see here, this is definitely really cool to see. You see Roger Wilco Space Quest on this wall. You see Ultima. This is an actual shelf of when these PC games were available, which is so cool to see. And unfortunately, we just don't see PC games on shelves like this anymore. Good morning, Play That. What's up? You remember those tickets? Of course. I'm glad that you have the same experience that I had, or at least than always being out. Yeah, it really did stink when they were out. There was one other one that I didn't put up here. Well, I don't know if anyone remembers Software, etc. That's one that no one remembers. But there was another one I meant to show you. I'm going to butcher the name. Is Babbage's. Babbage's Video Game Store. Babbage's was definitely one that I loved growing up. And I don't know if anyone is familiar with Babbage's. Yeah, Clayman. What's up, Clayman? Thanks for stopping by the cafe, by the way. Babbage's, in my opinion, was my favorite kind of mainstream store back in the day. And it was just so nostalgic. And by the way, Babbage's is a real person. I think he was the first person to technically develop the computer. Please don't hold me to that. I don't know my history that well. That was big in Florida. Oh, yeah. Okay. Babbage's. I think it was an East Coast thing, to be honest. I don't know if they had it on the West Coast where I am right now. This is a really cool picture, by the way. This is the release of the Dreamcast in 9/9/99. I know the date. And this is a shot of Babbage's in 1999. And listen, a GameStop still looks like this today, right? It kind of still has that feel and that look. But I did want to try to find videos to kind of show you. And I found this video of a guy walking through a Toys R Us in 1989. And I think at this moment in the video, he actually comes up to the tickets that I was talking about. So I don't know how good the audio is on this, but let's see if we can just kind of make out and get a feel for what I was talking about when it came to the tickets.
Where is he? Where is the curious kid?
Okay, you see okay, obviously they're not paying attention, but if you saw it, there's the wall of awesome tickets. And I miss this. Doesn't anyone miss this? This is fantastic. The fact that they had these really in-depth walls built with all the games, all the images of the games. But you only get a quick glimpse of it here. Let's see if I thought he did walk down it a little bit more. Nice shirt, by the way. This is 1989. Nope, I think that was the only clip from there. But I just wanted to, this is how hard it is to find this stuff. Here's a really good video, probably the only one I know, and this is a Toys R Us in 1990 in Sacramento. The shirt is amazing. So let's take a look at those tickets on the wall here. Trying to get there. Here we go. There we go. This gives you a really up close and personal look at the ticketing system that Toys R Us did. And, you know, because this topic is so meaningful to me, that I feel like this is one of the most important parts. And I believe, you see the white ones here? Those are pre-orders, I believe. I might be wrong. But I guess this is the only video on the internet that has like this clear of an image of everything. And it looks like he slowed the video down. So we got Golden Axe, Tommy's Lasorda Baseball, Alex the Kid. I think is that Ghouls and Ghosts? Yes, Ghouls and Goblins. I miss Toys R Us. I know. Don't we all miss this? This was fantastic. Look at these games, guys. Isn't it funny to see these games now in a mainstream retail sort of way? Ghouls and Ghosts, thank you. Populous, I had this one. Shinobi. Can't make out. I remember this one, but I can't make it out. Is that Double Dragon over there? Oh my god, this is so amazing. Let's see if he has more. Let's see. Nope, probably not. Now, as we're diving a little further into everything, Phantasy Star, nice. I did want to jump into something. I did have some more. So let's move into the 90s a little bit. And I did find some footage of what a Virgin Megastore looked like back in 1995 with those awesome kiosks, which they do still have the kiosks in you know, your typical game stops and stuff like that. But I know we all love to see these things, and I wish I had them, but this is a good example of kind of like what time frame it is, 1995. So you can see kind of like the games that were on the shelves at the time. Let's see what we got here. 1995 was Doom, I believe. Was the release of Doom. And this is in the UK, by the way. So you have Mega CD, Mega Drive, for instance. Oh, man, I wish I can go back in time and just go into old video game stores and buy up their stock like a time-traveling retro collector. I mean, is that cheating, though? Is it cheating to travel back in time to buy retro games to bring back forward in time for your collection? Would that be cheating, people? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know if that would be cheating. Oh, dude, thank you so much for the 50 bits. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Not cheating. So traveling back in time to buy video games is not cheating. Fair enough. Let's go back in time. Okay. And Mushi, thanks so much for the bits. Really appreciate that. Now, one store that you guys may never have heard of is a store that's very close to my heart, and that's Funkoland. Now, Funkoland was kind of the first time you started to see a video game store sell used games. Now, what's really interesting about Funkoland is that they actually did become GameStop. So believe it or not, GameStop, when they were starting to take over the world, they bought out all the Funkolands. I don't know if it was just an East Coast thing. I grew up in New Jersey. And what you used to do is walk in and you'd pick up these pamphlets like this one you're seeing here, and it would be dated and it would say Nintendo. So you'd walk in, and this must have been 1998, I think 1997, 98. And you'd be able to look and buy used games. This is exactly the store we'd want to go to. This is the store we would probably want to go to. I'm trying to find that image again of the front of the store. Whatever. But this is the place you went in the old days to buy used games, right? Because a lot of times, like Electronic Boutique, software, etc., Egghead Software, all these other video games, they didn't really sell used games. It wasn't a thing. Funkoland kind of started, in my opinion, on at least on the East Coast, the whole used buying thing. Let's see what we got here. If you butterfly effect any of my favorite games during that, I will hunt you down, time traveler. Well, yeah, that's the thing. We do, if we travel in time, we have a chance of screwing up the past. Number 1, kill Hitler. Number 2, travel 5 minutes forward from the first high five yourself for killing Hitler. And then number 3, buy video games. Okay, fair enough. Not a bad idea. Here we go. This is what Funkoland looked like, by the way. Let's see if we can hear this commercial. I don't know if this is a commercial, but we're going to listen to it. So, guys, here's a little culture from Funkoland.
Funkoland, and you hit Funkoland, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. So, have fun? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that is exactly what video game stores were like as a kid. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm just kidding. But one of the funniest things on the internet is something I'm going to show you right now. And it has to do with Funkoland. Now, if you guys are okay with watching a good chunk of this, I'll stop it. It's a 7-minute video, so we'll watch like the first 3 to 4 minutes because you have to see. This is literally an internal Funkoland training video that was using like a scripted story to tell their employees how to treat their customers, how to work at Funkoland. So enjoy. If you don't hear the audio well, just let me know and I can raise it up. Thank you very much. Remember, this is a training video. This was not meant to be public. Enjoy.
Hey, Adam, what's up? What do you say? Are you ready to try out your customer service selling skills?
Yes, sir.
Well, before we do that, can you tell me what the word games stand for here at Funkoland?
Oh, I was just getting to that part.
Adam, it's really important you understand the games process. I'll be back in, let's say about an hour or so, and we'll practice, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Great. We'll see you then.
Now watch what happens. You guys are not going to expect what happens in a few moments. He's a good boss, but just you wait, everyone. This is like, I don't know, 1995, 7, 6, whatever, one of those years. Enjoy. Remember, this is an internal training video, not meant for public.
So, Adam, you've decided to join us.
Where am I?
Your new home. Like it?
What are you talking about?
You seemed anxious enough to play a video game earlier instead of studying your Funkoland sales manual. Now it's time to put yourself in the game. I'm the game master, and here we play by my rules.
Get me out of here!
There's only one way to escape this place.
What is it?
Know the letters. Complete the game.
What letters? What are you talking about?
To win your freedom, you must collect the letters G-A-M-E-S. Games. To prove to me you know the Funkoland sales process. I'm sure you remember what the word game stands for, don't you?
G is for greet. A is for advise. M, more information, and
Encourage, Adam. E is for encourage add-on sales. You'll never get out of here.
S is for saying goodbye, and thanks for coming in.
So you did take a look at the manual. Let's see how much good it does for you. Now go! Run! You get 1 hour.
So yeah, he goes on like an adventure. All this crazy stuff.
Played video games. We also carry a limited selection of new ones.
And now he's
Let me
doing
tell
his
you
training.
A little bit about FuncoLand. Okay. We specialize in selling previously played video games. We also carry a limited selection of new ones. Here's a copy of our current price sheet. If you see a game you want, it'll tell you the price.
Oh, look at all those games behind this guy.
My name's Adam. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Oh, good job, Adam.
Look around.
That was a good one, guys. You guys think he did good on that?
You were feeling pretty good back there, weren't you, Adam?
So I don't know if anyone has seen this video before, but I just needed to show you guys that a video like this exists. Adam gets an A. Yeah, I think Adam probably does get an A. How does that whole thing end? Well, only time will tell. If you guys are interested in seeing the rest of the FuncoLand video, just look up FuncoLand training on the website. But why don't we just see the boss one last time? I'm sorry. I can't.
That's our mission statement.
I can't forget this guy. Wait, hold on.
Your business.
Here we go.
Let's do. Are you sure?
Say.
Let me get to the end so we guys can. Okay, here we go.
Adam.
What?
Let's see how you're doing on the game's process.
What?
Say, Adam, are you sure?
Goodbye. S in games. The S stands for say goodbye, and we appreciate your business.
That's right, and the E?
Encourage add-on sales, stuff like cleaners, subscriptions, games, and other accessories.
Wow, and the M?
More. Find out more information about your customer, what they like, what system they play on, what they're looking for. Talk to them so you know what to recommend. And the A is for advised customers, which just means tell them what we're about.
And the G? That's an easy one.
Greet everybody and welcome them to the store.
Adam, that's great. Let's go out on the sales floor and give it a try.
I wonder if there's like a dark documentary coming out on Netflix about Adam from FuncoLand training video and how he has tigers and potentially killed Carol Baskins. I mean, I don't know. That might be a possibility. But anyway, guys, I wanted to dive into the FuncoLand world. So I hope you guys appreciated this wonderful training video that they put together back in however long ago this was. Quick mention. Guys, we are going to be having a shorter show, but we do have a game giveaway coming up in the game Stream Racer, a chance for everyone to play. It's our running game that we play at the end of every week. But one thing to note, and something that I know some people might have been to Japan here, but I think the one thing to mention before I get out of here is Japanese video game stores. And the culture, the nostalgia behind them. I mean, I could do a whole episode probably on this. Hey, Waffles kind of reminds me of the old Expert Village channel. I don't know if I remember that. So anyway, here's a couple of shops. If you are in Japan, I know right now things are really hard to travel, but Super Potato is a very popular Japanese store. I know there's Crypto Sanity might be here, and I know he lived in Japan. And a bunch of other stores like Softmap, Arcahabra Gamers, which I think is or Arcahabra. Arcahabra, I always say it wrong, is an area where there's a lot of video game stores in Japan. Book Off, Game Hollywood, G-Front, Media Land. I mean, these are like cool international type of places to go. When you think of video game stores, you do think of America, of like our culture and how we deal with games, and I'm sure in the Europe and Canada and everywhere else, but I do want to just give props to some of the coolest looking stores and probably have some of the best collections of games in the world, and that's in Japan. And I do want to share, let me see here, what do I have? Is that there is a local retro video game store that I personally love, and it's right down the street from me, and it's called Game Dude. And it's been around for 30 years. And when you go to a retro game store that has a history as old as that, it pretty much makes you feel good to know that their collection is probably theirs. Their stock, I mean, their used game stock is probably theirs. And Game Dude, which I was able to find some cool images on Twitter of people sharing their Game Dude experiences, is a very kind of old school style store that gives you that appeal of shopping for old video games and I love this store. And I actually did call them and I said, hey, what are you guys doing during the pandemic? Are you guys still open? What's the deal? And lucky enough, makes me feel happy, is they said they're doing curbside pickup, and you can pretty much call them and say, hey, do you have Aladdin for Genesis? And they'll tell you if they have it, and if they have it, you could pay for it over the phone, and you could buy it. So I hope that other retro game stores are doing that, because be frank with you, there is going to come a time where the brick and mortar video game store will die. And I think the only stores that will be left are retro stores. But yeah, Biff says the Funko Boss with the game trap had a very Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs vibe. It put the lotion on the game, or else it gets the hose again. Our local place here, Willow Video, does curbside pickup. Awesome. The retro game shop that I used to go to was closed down recently. Now that's sad, Waffles. I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm sure that's happening to a lot of people right now. A lot of stores, especially video games and comic books, because those are tangible. Like a retro video game store, you're getting tangible stuff. At a comic book store, you're getting tangible items, and it's really scary to think, will they survive? Now, I did pose a question today on Twitter, and out of 173 votes, I asked, do you think brick and mortar video game stores will eventually go away completely? 50.3% overwhelmingly said yes. 29.5% said no, and 20.2% said maybe. That's probably correct. Unfortunately, I wasn't expecting any surprise here. I was expecting the yes to be the overwhelming factor. But anyway, this is a shorter show today. We did have planned to have a guest today. I had postponed it because I was choosing a charity to support all the injustice out there right now, and I thought it was better if I did a show on my own today. But next week we have a guest coming back. We have on the 20th, I'm really excited, Daniel Pacina. He played Johnny Cage, Scorpion, all those guys in the original Mortal Kombat. Check that out. That's going to be an awesome episode. I'm going to have tons of questions for that one. But before we get out of here, guys, we're going to play some Stream Racer, and I'm going to be giving away a little fun game called Downwell. So let's check out the game I'm giving away today. So this is Downwell, which I don't know much about, but I do have a code giveaway today. And how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to do that with one of my favorite things, and it's Stream Racer. But give me a couple of seconds. Let me set it up, and I'll be right back. Oh, Rube, thank you so much for the raid. Oh, my God. Thank you. Just in time for the game code giveaway. This is great. Thank you so much. And Roan, thank you for stopping by, Ro. Really appreciate it, everyone. Okay, give me 1 second. I will be right back. We're going to get... Rube, you're the man. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate that. We're going to get Stream Raiders going up here so that we can get everyone in for a chance to win the game Downfall today. So give me 1 second. Let me set this up for everybody. Let me get Stream Racer up on the dashboard here, as they say. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Okay, we got Stream Racer. Give me 1 second. Let me get a new game going. So, guys, basically this is an RNG-based game. The way it works is you just got to put in !race in the chat. !race, guys. !race in order to join the race and a chance to win the game Downfall. So everyone in chat that's here, if you could put !race, we're all going to do a nice little race here to end the show out, and I am giving away the game Downfall. I'll join the race too. If I win the race, though, I will pretty much give the person who's in second place. So right now, let's see, we got 7 racers. All right, we're getting there. Anyone else? We got 8 racers. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Please, everyone that's here in the room, I know there's 12 people watching. If you join in, I will be giving away a game called Downwell. And every week, every end of the show from now to the end of summer, I am giving a game away. And that has been my call to action this year to help with mental health, with us being all stuck here. All right, Clayman's in. We got a good race going today. We got 10 people. All right. 10 people with a chance to win. Is there anyone else that hasn't joined? I'm going to start the clock. You got a minute to join the race. So let me see here. We're going to start it. All right, we got 59 seconds, everybody. If you haven't joined the race, please join the race right now. It's exclamation point race. We got 10 racers and a chance to win Downfall, the video game. If you win, all you have to do is whisper me, hit me up on Discord, whatever you can do. And if you haven't joined the Cafe By The Way Discord, please join it. Probably the best way for me to get you the winning item. So there's the Discord in the chat. Please join the Cafe By The Way Discord. And we will get you this code. We got 23 seconds, guys and gals. I'm super excited. Get your wheels waxed because we're going to be racing with RNG with Stream Racers in 13 seconds. I will be doing a little bit of commentary for the race. I'm really excited. Remember, if I win the race, I will give the game away to the second place person. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. All right, we're off to the races. Nell is out in front. We got Biff Buffington in second. We got Play That Drawn in third. We got Rube in the back. Rowan's in the back. The last one is coming up past the second place part. I don't know why I'm talking with an accent. The last one is in first with Nico. I'm sorry, I can't say your name. Great. In third. Love Retro, by the way, is me. We got Clayman in fourth. We got Rowe coming up he's trying to sneak around the corner there. Biff is out, but we got the last one is way out front with Biff in second place, with Clayman in third, with Rowe in fourth, and we got Nay in fifth. We got Play That Dawn, and it looks like he's far in behind. We got me all the way in the back, which is fine by me. Ruby is all the way in the back with Lay. Oh, man, Waffles is way in the back. Let's go back to the front of the race. The last one is still killing the game with Biff Buffington in second, but the last one is out front. I don't know. Last week we had this video. Whoa! Look at that. Oh, a great jump there. Biff is in second still, but he's way behind, folks. I don't know if we're going to catch up to the last one. Last week, Sanity Crypto, he was ahead of the pack like this. I don't know if anyone's going to stop the last one, but we know we got fourth place. We got Clayman. Rose in third. Biff is in second. We got someone going the wrong way. The last one's going the long way. We got a mess here. What is happening? What is happening? And why is he still in first? He's still in first, guys. The race is not over yet, but Biff is still far behind, but he's not so far behind. Maybe we stay on this to see if Biff Buffington can catch up. He does. The last one stumbled on the jump. Biff gets it's the jump. The last one is still behind. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to watch this end of the race. We got to see if Biff can catch up. He's not that far behind, but it looks like the last one has a chance to win. No, he flips over. Biff has a chance. Biff has a chance, but the last one gets back up, and the last one has won the race. Biff in second. Congratulations, the last one. You have won the new game with Biff in second. I am so sorry, Biff. That was a close race. That was a very close race, everybody. Everyone else is piling in. Wow. Nice job, the last one. He almost stumbled. He almost stumbled at the end there. Last one, if you'd like, join the Discord. You could hit me up and message me on the admin up there, Producer BTW. Or you could whisper me here on Twitch, and I'll be happy to give you the game code. Oh, man, when is Stream Racer not fun? I mean, come on now. This has been such a fun game. I can't thank you all enough for the raids, for the enjoyment. Well played, everybody. Next week we will be giving another game away. We're going to be giving. I don't know exactly the game we're giving away, but I hope everyone enjoyed themselves today. I had a blast, as I always do, doing this podcast. So why don't we go find someone to raid? And I usually like to stick to the retro community. So we'll just find a random person to raid here before I head out for the day. Let's see here. Who should we raid? Let's see here. Just looking at some in the raid. Oh, this person looks cool. We're going to raid David Deal, I guess is his name. All right, 1 second, everybody. I do not know this person, but I hope everyone enjoys raiding. I love you guys. Thank you so much again for coming to the show. Remember, be safe out there. Wash your hands. If you're protesting, do your best to stay safe. And also try to social distance if you can. The last one, you could whisper me or I'll whisper you on Twitch, or please join the Discord, and that's probably the easiest way to get it. Enjoy the raid, guys. We're going to raid right now. Good night and good luck.